Welcome to news.
To news.
You too.
I literally just thought of that. I'm like, wait a second. I can spin in my chair because I can see the reflection of the news in my which one of the things. So I knew exactly when to turn around.
Welcome everyone to Kanpai News for the week commencing the 21st of May, 2023. I, of course, am your host, Nasuth, and I am joined by Zeno and Thaylien, who are being very silly boys today. How are you guys doing?
It's newsworthy.
It's very newsworthy.
Yeah, it's news
silly.
o'clock. Yeah. I'm hungering for the news, Nasuth. That's why I turned around. I'm here to get my weekly newsly update. The week commencing the 21st of May, 2023. I need my news now. Where is my news?
Let's get that news into you right now, shall we?
Yeah.
Shall we?
Absolutely.
So, no,
I mean, I was wondering if
that's...
that was broken or something. I mean,
No, this is not pornography. This was an image shared by Coda with ANN. Breaking news, we fixed the cameras.
Hi, Thaylien, thanks for joining us.
Sorry.
I only went away for a short moment while Nasuth played about with his screen.
Yeah, you get to see the back behind the scenes again. Anyway. A 52-year-old man and YouTuber has been arrested in Nagoya City by Miyagi Prefectural Police for allegedly violating the Copyright Act. This arrest is significant as it marks the first time in Japan that someone has been detained for uploading or streaming game footage. The suspect is accused of Yes, and there's a very specific sort of reason for that. Suspect is accused of sharing gameplay footage of visual novels and anime, including the popular game Steins Gate: My Darling's Embrace, while earning money through ad monetization. Footage from Steins Gate and Spy Family anime series, accompanied by subtitles and narration, was also uploaded by the suspect. So, also reportedly edited and uploaded by the suspect. The video in question is said to be an almost hour-long Jikyo play, which is similar to Let's Play videos. The main difference is that they sort of edit them down and put little like subtitles and stuff over it, but in essence, It is very similar to a Let's Play video. The rise of fast content, which is I think what that technically is, on Japanese YouTube channels has gained significant traction with short videos summarizing movies or series through edited footage, subtitles, and narration. Jikyo Play videos have amassed over 800 million viewers worldwide, according to Nikkei. While media companies and game developers often establish guidelines for content creators regarding the streaming, uploading, and monetization of gameplay footage, there is currently no industry-wide standard. These guidelines aim to deter spoilers and prevent content creators from profiting off story-driven games. However, guidelines vary from game to game, with some titles allowing greater freedom for content creators, particularly in action or combat-heavy games where the user input adds originality to the gameplay footage. So they're more going after, like, graphic video novels and whatnot, because they're very story-driven.
Yeah, I can kind of appreciate where they're going with this.
I just wish they'd come up with a good standard, because the fact that they're just all over the place with it, it's confusing for creators. And you see one guy do it and they get away with it, and then you do it and now you're in trouble. You know?
Yeah.
It's strange. Well, moving on to the next one. The Chainsaw Man anime made waves in the industry when Studio MAPPA took on an entire production cost, a rarity in the anime industry where productions are typically funded by a collective group called the Production Committee. However, MAPPA's CEO, Manabu Otsuka, has expressed some mixed sentiments about the show's performance, saying, as far as investment goes, one could say it was a complete success. However, it didn't have the same level of impact as Jujutsu Kaisen, which we worked on right before Chainsaw Man. This leaves me feeling unsatisfied. Otsuka further discussed the challenges faced by MAPPA as a medium-sized company, handling aspects such as licensing and merchandise planning, which are typically managed by other committee members. Despite the difficulties, the experience with Chainsaw Man proved to be a valuable learning opportunity for MAPPA in the complexities of licensing and merchandise. Looking ahead, Otsuka shared that while they won't invest 100% in all future anime titles, they are actively working to strengthen the committee's position for equal negotiation within production committees. By doing so, he aims to dispel skepticism in the industry about studios' profitability and it changed the perception through the example set by MAPPA.
I don't like this. I really don't like this because...
The whole production committee thing?
No, not that. It's the fact that, like, Chainsaw Man didn't do as well as Jujutsu Kaisen. Well, Chainsaw Man only had 12 fucking episodes, right?
No movie.
Jujutsu Kaisen had, what?
No movie.
Yeah, no movie. Jujutsu Kaisen had, like, 2 cores and a fucking movie, right?
Yeah.
There is so much more to Jujutsu Kaisen, right?
Yeah.
Like,
it's an odd move.
I don't think feeling unsatisfied is necessarily the negative. I mean, I know it sounds like a negative connotation, but I don't know that it necessarily is. I think he thinks that it should have done better, and that
it's a way of it's always about your presentation. The show was an absolute success, and investing in it 100% was an absolute success.
Yeah.
He's then gone on to then say, but, which is a majorly bad idea when you're actually trying to make something better. When you're trying to get the committee to support more cases where one company can take on the entire series instead of just saying, "Oh, the second series is more demanded. Let's give it to somebody else."
I don't know. Part of me feels like this can be interpreted to say, like, yeah, don't expect to see it Chainsaw Man season 2, and like, it's barely started, right? That's the thing that frustrates me. It's done like the first 4 or 5 volumes of the manga, and now it's like this is where it starts to peak. To really pick up in terms of the manga, and like, it's sad because Jujutsu Kaisen got 2 full cores, right, of like seasons, right?
I interpret this to mean he thinks it should have done better than Jujutsu Kaisen, and he's sad, he's disappointed that it didn't. Maybe he's disappointed in the audience.
And this is my concern, that because he's sad that it didn't, we're not going to get a season 2.
But maybe it'll make them do even better with season 2.
We'll see.
Because they've already invested in the season, so they've already put the money down. Why would they stop now?
No, that's the first season. They've made back that investment.
It's still the thing of money, in a sense that it's no longer enough to make money on something. You have to make
the most money. Yeah.
Yes. And so that's where some things can be disappointing.
I just hope that this is just a case of like, it could have been better if there was a production committee, but then my concern is that if the production committee didn't want to get involved with Chainsaw Man,
we would have never seen it at all. Yeah.
Yeah. So who knows if we'll get season 2. Right, should we move on?
Fingers crossed.
Right. Fingers crossed. Japanese content website, DL site, Cyan, Pixiv Fanbox, and Fantia recently imposed bans or restrictions on AI-generated art, but there are still alternative applications for AI tools in creative work. Yuta Momiyama, and Sueisha editor overseeing Weekly Shonen Jump's online service, is intrigued by AI's potential to alleviate the arduous aspects of manga writing. Okay. Momiyama and Shonen Jump Plus's editor-in-chief Shuhei Hosono co-developed the Comic Copilot AI tool, which utilizes ChatGPT with a user-friendly Japanese interface. The tool assists manga creators in generating titles, names, and condensing dialogue to fit speech bubbles, addressing a significant challenge faced by creators during the editing process. I can appreciate that.
Yeah, that actually
your experience creating names.
What? What's wrong with my experience creating names?
You said it was the most trouble of all.
No, I didn't. I have never said that. I just pick a random name off the top of my...
You literally came up with the game show where you said generating names for things was the most difficult.
No, that was getting the AI to do the damn thing.
But that's...
right?
Yeah.
That's what they're doing, getting the AI to generate the damn thing.
Right. But coming up with a name yourself is not hard.
No, but they're getting the AI.
They're making the AI do it.
Okay, anyway.
That's what this story's about.
Anyway, Kensu, representative director of the technology company Alu. Is that not
Alu. No, it's not capitalized. It's really weird. It's really weird.
Okay. And co-developer of Comic Pilot believes that rather than eliminating jobs, AI can expand creative possibilities. Users are encouraged to share their AI-assisted creations on user-generated manga websites. Interesting. But caution is advised, as the AI-generated content may draw from existing manga works, with each user responsible for ensuring their content does not infringe upon intellectual property rights.
Yep.
So, this leads to the whole...
on the user.
Well, I mean, this leads to the whole, if everyone's utilizing AI to generate stuff, AI is just learning from AI and nothing evolves.
Yeah.
So I think, I know I've used ChatGPT. I know Nasuth's used ChatGPT to some extent. Thaylien, have you used it?
No, I've only ever used AI generation in one thing, and that was a April Fool's prank.
Fair. Getting AI to come up with a bunch of this stuff, like, the originality and things, is very difficult. Getting it to actually listen to what the hell you're telling it is very difficult. Oh, God, and there's a large part of this that I'm assuming Comic Copilot is not free.
Probably not. No.
I don't. It might be if they technically own your whatever intellectual property you come up with. Like if you use it to generate something and then that makes money, they can be like, oh yeah, but we made that money. That's ours.
Yeah. So this is the sort of thing that I have issue with.
It might be one of those freemium services where there's a limited capacity to upload content for free, and then you pay to have more space and more easy uploads and things. Yeah,
one thing that I would personally one job line that is just completely overlooked by this whole AI stuff is developers, and it's amazing how developers are just like, oh yeah, well, we've been working with AI as a tool alongside us for a while, and it's anyway. Should we move on to the next one?
It's also important to point out, I think, that Kensu-san is the person who works at ALU. Is that company is involved with AI and NFT? So of course he'd be like, "I'm still going to take away jobs. It's fine," Right. So, speaking about AI. In a related story, TBS's Newsdig recently reported that around 94% of Japanese creators were concerned that AI could have harmful effects, such as right infringement. According to an Arts Worker Japan survey of around 25,000 creators. The survey also listed reports by creators citing negative experiences with AI, such as seeing their art stolen by AI and distributed on foreign websites, or having their published voice samples altered by AI and resold as voice changer models. The Arts Workers Japan Association strongly recommends government regulation against AI-created works, proposing that it should be obligatory to display the original data and/or compensate the original creator.
But the big thing is that this is just theft. This is theft through and through, right? Yeah. This is, like, where do you draw the line if you were to go to... oh, God. Say, right, who owns the rights to Pokemon?
Pokemon Company, World Company Limited, I think? No.
Right.
Pokemon World Company.
Which, sure, Pokemon. Just the Pokemon Company, right?
Yeah.
But the big thing is, if someone draws a Pikachu, right, and puts it on Twitter, is that copyright infringement?
I think it's only copyright infringement if they're trying to make money off of it. Otherwise, it's just like a fan art.
But think about this.
Fan art is covered by the Creative Commons distribution license, where as long as it's a interpretive or derivative work, it's not copyright infringement. If you were tracing actual cells of the Pokemon anime and trying to pass it off as original work and sell it as such, then
that would be copyright infringement.
Right, but here's the thing for you, right? Here's the question for you. You're saying about the whole monetization thing. granted, they may not be getting any sponsorship deals or anything like that from the likes of Twitter, but Twitter has adverts on its system, right?
So Twitter's making money off of copyright content.
It's a huge overly... Well, okay, so what stops you from then going to a service like TeePublic or QWERTY or Redbubble and then putting your design of Pikachu on a t-shirt and then making money that way?
People do that, unfortunately.
That is in fact already covered by copyright law. Because
technically, yes.
Even if it's a derivative work, if you sell it as merchandise, then it's copyright infringement as well.
Also, the companies cover themselves by saying they're platforms, not publishers, I think. Something like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they
Twitter
divorce themselves and their money from the user, which is...
But
one of the big legal things, a while back, was that a lot of companies over in America wanted to put together a movement to make websites responsible for this, so that the websites themselves would have to enforce it, rather than being that. So that basically, it was probably one guy was really upset that Twitter was being mean to him, and so they wanted to be able to.
I think it was
Twitter
YouTube actually, but
for hate speech.
Yeah, it's
both of them.
It should be a case of you're either a platform or you're a media
publisher.
outlet. You can't be both. Yeah, you're either a platform or a publisher. You can't be both, right? Both and neither. Anyway,
and a lot of them try to straddle that line.
But I think the big thing is you're what stops someone from going on all of any of what's his name, David Hayter, right? I love David Hayter, but what stops them from going for any of his content, right? Capturing all of the audio of David Hayter and then getting an AI to just repeat his voice.
Well, remember there was a whole there's still people using Dagoth's and Ronnie the Witch AI voice generated stuff to make memes all the time, and it's like, how is this? How is this? I mean, they're not making money off it, so I guess it's all right.
Again, that's a monetization thing. If they're just making memes,
but it's got to be weird to hear your voice saying the most disgusting things or weird, hilarious, whatever.
Presidents play Overwatch. That kind of thing. Could be hilarious, could be awful, because of course there's a lot of swearing in those kind of things. No, again, it comes down to monetization. Copyright isn't what a lot of people think it is. Copyright is almost always a fine that can be handed out to you, not a cease and desist.
Anyway,
look how many claims I get whenever I'm live streaming and someone does the boys meme, and now I'm like, shit, I'm gonna have to take that off. I really love that meme. I love it. Anyway,
shall we move on?
So, let's move on to video game news, because we've got a lot of video game news. Nasuth's put it all in one section for us. But stay tuned later for the greatest story of now or any time. So first up, in a recent legal development, game developer Cygames announced that Konami has filed a lawsuit against them, alleging patent infringement related to Cygames' popular title, Uma Musume Pretty Derby. According to the May 10th legal complaint, Konami is seeking an injunction to stop the digital production, usage and provision of Uma Musume Pretty Derby, as well as 4 billion Japanese yen, that's approximately $29 million US or 23 million British pounds, in damages. The statement also claims that there has been discussions between the two companies regarding patent rights for the game, but that Konami is unwilling to negotiate in good faith. Uma Musume Pretty Derby launched in February 2021 after initial delays in 2018 following on PC in March 2021. The game has achieved significant success, surpassing $2 billion or £1.6 billion in earnings, with the majority of revenue coming from Japan.
Yeah, that's crazy. So, I think there was something else in here about their
Does it specify the patent that they've infringed?
Yeah, definitely has to be.
No.
If it's patent infringement, that's a huge lawsuit. If
game system and program. That's all. That's as specific as they get.
If it's an actual system and program, because if it's Konami, what are the other ones that Konami did for similar? If they're using a very similar...
I'm wondering if Cygames has one or more Konami ex-developers, right? And
they just flat out stolen their RPG system.
No, so this is... Here's the thing, right? Define stolen if you were the person to write it. Right?
Yeah.
This is
you no longer own that anymore. Konami owns that.
Yeah. But that's
Konami. But if you're going to rebuild it again from scratch, if you're going to rebuild it again from scratch, you're probably going to rebuild it very similarly because it worked.
Exactly. Right?
That's why patents work differently than intellectual property, because intellectual property you can rebuild again from scratch. Patents you cannot. Patents is a specific, A to B process that they.
But here's the thing, though. Fucking didn't Apple succeed in actually creating a patent for like putting the letter I in front of things, which is like the most ridiculous fucking patent I've ever goddamn heard.
I don't know if that was a patent.
I think it is.
But I don't know.
Right.
Anyway.
Right. Okay, so moving on. Steam is currently listing that it will release Sword Art Online Integral Factor role-playing game on the platform. However, it does not state a release window. The game launched in Japan in November 2017 and then released worldwide in English, Korea, and Chinese in March 2018. And it is remarkably still in service and just celebrated its 5th anniversary in March.
Sorry, I think it should be it launched on iOS and Android. I think I might have... Yeah, anyway. Sorry, guys, go ahead. Because the point is that it's releasing on Steam this time.
The game takes place in 2022 during the light novel's Einkrad arc, sorry. It's basically the first arc of the whole series. Players play as their own avatars and along with their partner, Koharu. And along with their partner, Koharu.
Everybody gets a partner called Koharu.
Yes.
Work to clear the 100 levels of Einkrad. Okay. Cool story, bro.
Yep. I know Xeno's excited for that.
Yeah, so excited.
He's probably also excited for the upcoming smartphone game. Is it wrong to try and pick up girls in a dungeon? Battle Chronicle. However, it has been delayed from May 23rd to August 24th. According to developers,
I thought you were going to say May 24th.
According to developers, players will be able to experience the franchise's story and its battles again with familiar characters such as Belle and Hestia in an anime-like 3D graphics, with the anime's cast members reprising their roles. Players can assemble their own party with various training elements such as adventure, assist, and scene cards, and then embark on adventures. There will be battle royales where every other character is a foe, as well as autoplay battles where organization is key. We talked about this one a little bit before. Nothing really new about it aside from the delay, but, thought I'd remind everyone of what they could hope to see in it.
It's a mobile game. Woo.
It's a mobile game. Don't invest in it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep. Let's not do that yet.
It's just going to get cancelled.
Speaking of...
Yes. And now a brief word from the All Games as a Service will soon be losing section. Nintendo will end service on October 8th for the Switch game Pac-Man 99, a 99-player Battle Royale Pac-Man that launched in April 2021. Those who purchased the game's Deluxe Pack and Mode Unlock DLC will still be able to play CPU Battle, Blind Time Attack, and Score Attack even after the game ends service.
It's a rarity.
They did this for Tetris.
I think so.
There was also a Tetris 99, yes.
Yeah, so July 12th, the smartphone game Shaman King Funbari Chronicle will end its service. The game, which launched in December 2021 and included a Manga mode that allowed players to review the story using the game's graphics, will offer refunds after the shutdown, and developers said they're hoping to add online functionality like viewing its art or stories. Then Rising of the Shield Hero Re-Rise, which launched on February 2021, will end its service in July 31st this year. On May 16th, the game began thanking its players, but no hint in the story of what that entails.
And now, back to our regularly scheduled news. One Punch Man is back. Manga Creator 1 posted the 142nd chapter on his original web manga on Saturday, almost 2 years after he had released the 141st chapter on July 5th, 2021. The traditional manga, which is an adaptation of the original web manga, is itself well past the 200th chapter, with the 215th in August 2022, teasing the anime's third season.
Indeed.
Were you guys aware that one of the more recent adapted manga scenes actually confirmed that Tsubaki wears panties?
I did not know that.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
For all of the action shots and front covers and everything that they've done of her as a character, it was a dramatic moment of her literally slamming into a wall in front of King while chasing Saitama around. And the best bit was the adaptation manga transformed back into one's art style for that panel.
Wow.
So she's like slamming both legs into the wall, going bow-legged with the impact, and King is standing there, watches her shoot off again, and his only thought was, saw her panties.
The thing that I'm confused by is the traditional manga actually ahead?
No. What I assume is that they've expanded the story. So they've taken his web.
What they've done,
and included
his web one goes for basic.
Yeah.
His web one basically goes for as many panels as he feels like, but the manga adapts into actual little cut chapters. So there's 200 chapters, but it's 215 chapters. But
no, more than that at this point. But yeah.
Yeah, so it's 200 chapters or so, but the actual panels it covers
is still ahead.
Up to only a certain point in the main series.
It's all in just how they've split it up and numbered it and added art style.
One style is so much easier to draw.
Yeah.
Cool.
Right.
Next.
So, more exciting news for manga fans. Dark Horse Comics has announced the upcoming release of deluxe editions for Yasuhiro Naito's beloved Trigun and Trigun Maximum manga series. The hardcover editions will feature the original oversized 7x10 page format, providing an immersive reading experience. The Trigun Deluxe Edition will compile both volumes of the first Trigun manga, totaling 672 pages, while the Trigun Maximum Deluxe Edition's first volume will span 584 pages. First volume?
Yeah. The maximum ones were really fat. There was only 2 of them, but they were huge fat volumes.
Trigun, the deluxe edition of Trigun hits bookstores on December 5th and comic shops on December 6th, and the Trigun Maximum Deluxe editions will launch later in April 2024. So, I'm tempted. A hardcover edition.
Same.
Ooh.
I mean, the problem for me was the fact that we could get the Trigun Maximum volumes, but we couldn't get the original Trigun volumes. We couldn't get the first half of the series, and it was like, oh, this is really infuriating.
Yeah, that's really tempting. Right.
I don't do physical books because otherwise, I need more shelves. and
you need those for Nendoroids.
Yeah.
I do.
So, in a collaboration that brings together anime and language learning, Crunchyroll and Duolingo have launched a new promotional campaign aimed at anime fans learning Japanese. At last, nearly 50 anime-inspired phrases have been added with Duolingo's Japanese language course, providing learners with culturally relevant content. Duolingo learners studying Japanese may also receive 1 free month of Crunchyroll Mega Fan access. However, researcher Nasuth, who is distinctly different from show host Nasuth, follow the link provided, and despite the article saying it would be available until July 16th, the Crunchyroll website claims it's not even real. He was also quite shocked to see that all his progress in the Japanese course reduced to nothing as they have once again reorganized the course structure. However, Crunchyroll is going the extra mile by curating a list of anime titles with easy-to-understand Japanese, including popular shows like Bananya, Free, Iwatobi's Swim Club, Laid Back Camp, and Nichijou, My Ordinary Life. Interestingly, Japanese ranks as the 3rd most popular language for English speakers on Duolingo, with 26% of Japanese learners citing fun activities like watching anime as their primary motivation for learning.
Or this guy.
Yada yada taze.
Goblins.
Goblins. And then.
Oh, fuck off!
Yes,
okay.
Oh yes, Xeno.
No, don't. I don't want to edit this. I really don't want to.
Oh, fine.
You know what's gonna happen? Just put an image up. Just put a trap. There you go. Right. Right. The Bandai YouTube channel has revealed a thrilling yet mind-numbingly painful and vomit-inducing 3D CG tokusatsu short as part of the Shin Japan Heroes Universe collaboration project, which is basically Hideki Anno's love child, no matter what Nasuth says, which brings together the worlds of Shin Godzilla, Evangelion. Isn't that just
3.0 plus 1.0? Thrice upon a time.
Is that okay? Fine. Shin Ultraman and Shin Kamen Rider. All of the franchises have Anno's Shin prefix, apart from Evangelion, in their Japanese titles, which can mean many things, from new to true. However, Anno is in typical fashion has kept the meaning ambiguous because he doesn't know.
He's a dickhead.
Sure, he's probably sniffing too much cats. Right. The short introduces Shin Universe Robo. The Shin Universe Robo toy, a physical combination of iconic machines and creatures from all 4 franchises. Directed by Hiroshi Usuda, who I'm sure has been traumatized in the ordeal, a special effects veteran of the Kamen Rider series. The short also features the captivating yet horrifically bastardized theme song of Sumitubasu Inorazaru Monoyo by Yoko Takahashi. Fans can look forward to the release of the Shin Universe Robo. Never, ever, it got cancelled. This is all lies.
This is a toy release in January 2024. The toy looks absolutely ridiculous with an AT field shield.
Absolute ass.
I want it so bad. I want it so bad.
I love the fact that when they fire a super beam out of the damn thing, Kamen Rider actually leaps off the top and does a Kamen kick through the beam.
23,000 yen. It's about $230.
There it is.
I just fuck.
I'm not gonna get it, but I want it.
The stupid thing is,
so ridiculous.
Ultraman, Evangelion, and Shin Godzilla are horrifically off proportion. They should be much more varied in size.
Well, they are. They kind of are earlier on.
Yeah.
See, you got Ultraman and Kamen Rider in the foreground, and then these two in the background.
But Evangelion is bigger than fucking Ultraman.
Yeah, he should be.
Evangelion should be bigger than Ultraman.
Yeah.
He's not, though. He's smaller.
Oh, this is Ultraman's big form. See, Ultraman has a big form.
Yeah.
You forgot that.
Even the big form. Big form. I'm very sure
it can be as big as it wants to be. Oh, dear.
Well, you gave me that on purpose, you asshole.
Yeah, 100%.
And I foreshadowed it.
That's depressing. That is so fucking depressing.
Well, that will do it for the news this week. What a perfect story to go out on. It was the best story you will see in this or any lifetime. Thank you all for joining. Stay tuned later this week for Kanpai Cast, where we're going to be discussing studios essentially, and like comparing and contrasting. Some of them like MAPPA and Madhouse are linked. Some of them are just different, and giving our feelings on it. Yeah,
I'll take on it. Yeah. But like, I just $230 though. Fucking hell.
Mm-hmm.
That's so expensive.
Yep.
Yes. It better have like 14 different transformations.
No.
It better actually be high quality because it doesn't look it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of doesn't. It's like a low grade, like a Duplo Blocks Gundam. Anyway,
Let's turn it off.
Everyone have a great week. See you next time for news.
Stop.
For news.
Stop it. Turn it off.